diving into something that's changing the classroom faster than we can say lesson plan.
Oh, yeah.
Artificial intelligence in education. And
Definitely a hot topic.
yeah, we're not talking robot teachers taking over yet, but about AI tools that are already impacting how teachers teach and students learn. We've got some fascinating research, even a peek into a teacher training game, all focused on what's happening right now.
Yeah, and what's really eye-opening is how differently teachers and students view AI in school research is showing a real awareness gap. Students are using AI tools, especially for writing, much more than teachers realize.
That's a bit unsettling, isn't it?
It is.
Almost like we're playing catch-up before we even knew there was a game.
Exactly. Al Harvey's 2024 research found that while students reported their peers were regularly using AI and felt it was integrated into their subjects, teachers significantly underestimated both its current and future role in education.
Wow.
And this gap is even more pronounced in foreign language instruction.
So it's not just about if AI is being used, but that teachers are often in the dark about how it's being used.
Right.
That has to impact how we assess student work.
It does. It raises questions about fairness and accuracy. Are we grading a student's true abilities or their AI tools' capabilities? This isn't about blaming students,
Right.
but about recognizing the landscape has shifted and we need to adapt.
Yeah, AI literacy then becomes essential, not just for the tech whizzes, but for everyone.
Absolutely.
It's like learning the rules of this new game.
And there are different rule books out there. A 2024 study by Hornberger and colleagues tested university students in Germany, the UK, and the US on their AI understanding.
Okay.
German students scored higher overall. US students were more confident using AI in their studies, while UK students had the most negative feelings towards it.
Wow, it's a real global perspective. Makes you wonder what kind of AI education these students are getting and how we can ensure everyone has the basics they need to succeed in an AI-powered world.
Exactly. We need to think about not just the technical skills, but also addressing these different attitudes and levels of comfort around AI.
Okay, but let's not forget the positive side.
Yeah.
AI isn't just about challenges, it's also about amazing opportunities, especially when it comes to inclusivity and helping all students reach their full potential.
Absolutely. CHOOSE 2022 research looked at an AI education program designed for inclusion and diversity using something called self-determination theory.
Okay.
It focused on giving students autonomy, a sense of belonging, relatedness, and the feeling of being capable in their learning. Competence.
So it's not just about what they learn, but also how they learn and how AI can support those core needs?
Right. The program had positive outcomes for all students, but it was particularly impactful for those who initially struggled by addressing these core needs through AI. It created a more inclusive and supportive learning environment.
That's a powerful reminder that AI isn't just about efficiency, it's about opportunity. And speaking of opportunities, there's a whole world of AI tools out there beyond just ChatGPT.
There is. UNESCO released a quick start guide for higher education that spotlights this. They highlight a range of AI applications from education management to teaching, learning, and assessment.
So instead of replacing teachers, these tools are more like partners, helping us do what we do even better.
Exactly. Think about using AI to analyze student data and create personalized learning paths or adaptive assessments that adjust to individual progress. That's the potential of AI in education.
That's exciting. But how do we actually bring these ideas into the classroom? How do we bridge the gap between theory and practice? It can't all be research papers and guides.
This is where it gets really interesting. Researchers in Italy actually developed a board game specifically to help teachers understand and design AI-powered learning activities.
Wait, it's a board game about AI for teachers?
Yeah.
That sounds like fun professional development for what?
It is teachers playing this game get to solve real-world classroom problems using AI tools, sparking creative thinking and hands-on experience in a way that's engaging and, dare I say, enjoyable.
That's brilliant. It tackles that barrier of feeling overwhelmed or intimidated by AI by turning it into something familiar and fun.
It really flips the script on how we approach teacher training, doesn't it? Instead of dry lectures, we can use games and interactive experiences to get people excited about AI and its potential.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder what other creative approaches we could use for professional development, games, simulations, even virtual reality. There's so much potential to make learning about AI engaging for teachers.
Speaking of engaging, we can't ignore the AI tool that's got everyone talking ChatGPT. We know it's just one tool among many, but even UNESCO's guide highlights some interesting ways it can be used in higher education.
Yeah, what's fascinating about ChatGPT is that it goes beyond just generating content. Professors are exploring how to use it for things like creating interactive simulations or designing personalized quizzes that adapt to each student's strengths and weaknesses.
So we're talking about using AI not just to deliver information, but to actually facilitate learning and assessment
Yeah,
in a way that's tailored to each student. That's pretty powerful.
it is. But as with any powerful tool, it's crucial to use it thoughtfully and intentionally. We need to be having ongoing conversations about the responsible and ethical use of AI in education.
Right. It's not enough to just hand students or teachers a new tool and say, go have fun. We need to equip them with the knowledge and critical thinking skills to use it effectively and responsibly.
And that goes for us as educators too. We need to be modeling responsible AI use and integrating these conversations into our professional development in our classrooms.
Absolutely. It's about fostering a culture of digital citizenship where everyone understands the implications of their actions in an online world that's increasingly shaped by AI.
And as we navigate this new landscape, it's vital to keep researching and evaluating the impact of AI on student learning and the overall educational landscape. We need data to inform our decisions and make sure we're using these tools in ways that truly benefit learners.
That's where studies like Al-Harbi's research are so valuable. They give us a snapshot of what's actually happening in classrooms and help us identify areas where we need to adapt, innovate, and create better policies and guidelines.
Speaking of guidelines, UNESCO emphasizes the need for comprehensive AI strategies in higher education institutions. It's not enough for individual teachers to experiment with tools here and there. We need a coordinated effort at the institutional level.
So we're talking about clear policies, ethical frameworks, and professional development programs that equip educators with the knowledge and skills to thrive in an AI-powered world.
Exactly. It's about creating a shared vision for how AI can transform teaching and learning and working together to make that vision a reality.
Now, all this talk about AI in higher education might leave some listeners wondering, what about younger learners? Is AI relevant in elementary and secondary schools?
That's a great question, and the answer is a resounding yes, while much of the current focus is on higher ed. It's important to remember that these technologies are already impacting learners of all ages.
Think about the educational apps and games that kids are using these days. Many are powered by AI algorithms that personalize the learning experience.
And as AI gets more sophisticated, we can expect even more innovative applications in K-12. Imagine AI-powered tutoring systems that provide individualized support or virtual field trips that immerse students in different parts of the world.
The possibilities are mind-boggling. But just like with higher education, we need to approach AI in K-12 carefully and ethically. We need to make sure these tools enhance, not replace the role of teachers, and promote equitable learning opportunities for all students.
Absolutely, and this brings us back to that crucial theme of AI literacy. We need to start equipping students with the skills and knowledge to navigate an AI-driven world from a young age.
It's not about turning every student into a programmer, but about giving them a basic understanding of AI so they can be informed citizens and critical thinkers in a world increasingly shaped by this technology.
We need to empower them to ask the right questions, understand the implications of AI, and use these tools responsibly. It's about preparing them not just for specific jobs, but for a future we can only imagine.
That's the exciting part, isn't it? We're on the cusp of a major transformation in education, and AI is at the forefront.
It's a time of great opportunity and responsibility. By approaching AI in education thoughtfully and ethically, we can harness its power to create a more inclusive, engaging, and empowering learning experience for everyone.
Yeah, it really feels like we're standing at the edge of something brand new and uncharted when it comes to AI in education.
It does.
And that brings up a thought-provoking question.
Right.
We've talked about the awareness gap,
Yeah.
AI literacy, and even how AI could be a force for good.
Right.
But what role do we want AI to play in shaping the values and beliefs of the next generation?
That's a big question.
Yeah, it's not just about teaching them how to use it, but helping them think critically about its impact on society as a whole.
Yeah, we need to be having those tough conversations about the potential downsides, not to scare people off, but to approach AI with both eyes open. We have to talk about the possibility of bias, the need for human oversight, and making sure AI serves us, not the other way around.
Right, it's like we're laying the groundwork for a whole new kind of digital citizenship, right?
Absolutely.
Where understanding AI isn't just a tech skill, but a fundamental part of being a thoughtful, engaged person in the 21st century.
It is. And that responsibility falls on all of us, not just teachers, policymakers, parents, even the students themselves. We all have a role to play in shaping this future.
Well said. If there's one thing our listeners take away from this deep dive, I hope it's that sense of both opportunity and responsibility. AI in education is exciting. It's full of potential, but we can't just sit back and let it happen. We have to actively shape how it unfolds.
We need to keep learning, keep asking those tough questions, and make sure that AI empowers us to be the best versions of ourselves, both as educators and as human beings.
And who knows, maybe someday that AI board game will be a standard part of teacher training, helping every new educator step confidently into this evolving world. Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive. Until next time, stay curious.